Hello, interwebs. Welcome back to Amateur Hour, which is pretty much what I'm going to start calling my little arts and crafts videos because I totally wing this shit. I'm not professional whatsoever. I just did my first scrapbook ever, like not too long ago, and I've been arting and crafting for years. Like, basically, I started when I was like 15, probably. So, but anyway, I try to do what I can, and usually it turns out pretty good. Sometimes not, and then when it doesn't, I'm sad and I cry because I worked really hard on it, and it could have been so pretty, but it just didn't happen. Anyway, so today I'm gonna show you this right here. Basically, it's kind of like a upcycle or recycle or however you want to put it kind of thing. This was just a tube of cardboard. I live in an apartment complex and they were redoing the apartment across the hall, and I don't know what this originally was for or packaged in or whatever, but I saw it and I'm like, I know I can use that for something. So I grabbed it and this is what she turned into. Okay, so I painted it white and I used one of like these kind of stipple brushes or whatever and did, like yellow and pink and purple and blue and a little bit of green and whatnot. Stamped flowers and butterflies. Also to help steady it because it is circular. Yes, that is a Little Caesars pizza box. But it works. So hey, whatever. Up here, I painted it like green, I believe. The edges and whatnot. Flowers. And then this up here started life as a magazine ad. It was half a butterfly and I think it was like a baby or something like that on this side or whatever. But I knew eventually I would use that for something too. So I cut it out and traced it onto cardstock. Made a little gusset. Used some hot glue and a piece of cardboard to help, just keep the wings apart or whatever. Painted it obviously because that's the original color. Used holographic glitter paint. Did the background of this too, but what I did before I did the stickles on the edge right here, those are feathers. Just kind of glued them down or whatever. Let it dry, and then I went over it with a thin layer of DIY Mod Podge, which if you're like me and you've seen like 1,000 YouTube videos on DIY Mod Podge, if you don't know what that is, basically it's half and half of water and glue, which I just use like a whole spaghetti sauce jar. I've put all kinds of glue in here. I've used this jar many, many, many times, but I probably need to think about getting a new one. But anyway, I've done everything from school glue to glue all to that cheap little Dollar Tree gym glue. Comes like in the little white tube with the blue cap, which actually this stuff right here, which actually this isn't really that bad of a glue, to be honest. If you can't, if all you really got is like $1 to spare, go for it. But anyway, whatever kind of glue you're using, half and half glue and water, and get like a paintbrush, whatever, stir it up because obviously it doesn't, just automatically do it. I really don't suggest shaking the jar because then you're going to get glue up under the lid. You try to open it, it's really, really hard to open. And please excuse the mess. I'm working on another project, a scrapbook, and I'm trying to flatten the pages or the cardboard, the slides under this. I used a Domino's pizza box because I don't do like chipboard, okay? I mean, I'm lucky to have what I have, but I don't have a lot of money to spend on, professional arts and crafts stuff. So, I mean, I would love to have chipboard and whatnot, but, you know, I just have other things to spend that kind of money on. So, you know, if you're in a pinch or whatever, cardboard, like I said, like a pizza box, that works pretty good just because it's kind of thick, whatever. But hey, it works and it's cheap and whatever, so, okay. Anyway, back to this finally. Butterfly punches of designer paper. I got these little cherry blossoms or whatever from Michael's. The wood, I left the fence alone, but I put a little bit of white stickle up top up there. I stamped it with like this Valentine Day heart tree thing, which there's some birds up in there somewhere. The lock and the key I got from the $1.50 bin from Michael's as well. Button with just some string, you know, just something to dazzle up with or whatever. Something to look at. The birds are also wood, but I just painted them. A little heart sticker with that hologram paint, and I stamped the wing. This one too. Then the eyes, and can't see the tail. The tails or whatever, I used nail stones, you know, those little rhinestones you're supposed to decorate your nails with. I used those. Stamped up the birdhouse. These are vase fillers or whatever. I used some of that holographic paint to put the highlights on. Some flowers back there. To cover up the back, I took a heart doily and alcohol ink, sprayed it pink, then glued it on, which was kind of hard to do because it's just barely bigger than the circle. But in the back, that's a stamp on paper, which technically it came from a fabric stamp, but I don't do like stamping on fabric and stuff, so its new life is a regular stamp. Then from like the Dollar Tree, I got some of that forest moss or whatever it's called, and some more of those feathers back there just for, you know, a little contrast or whatever. And that was pretty much it. I mean, it didn't take very long to do. You can use, do, or whatever, you know, but if you happen to run across one of these circle cardboard things, I totally suggest picking it up because you never know what you're going to be able to do with it. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a good one.